cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All eyes are on Mike Evans. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Bucs and the Saints next on EA Sports.
We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. Taking in at the 3. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Willis on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And a nice call, really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set it up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Willis on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 9th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 10 overall. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete. It's quick. Four yards remain for 2nd down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw, it's Brady. And this one caught up by Cameron Brate. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd. A 1st and goal. Here's Swift, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Succop, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Saints had 8 and 5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. They'll roll him out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Willis looks to pass it here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Willis now off play action. Steps away. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Noah Fant. His 5th touchdown there. And the Saints have moved on in front. Lots of look down the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady. That's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. going to go on 4th down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Brady. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Against that coverage, to spin the dial now in the playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans where the Saints...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And once more, this ball going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Brady to throw.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Brady going to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Willis on the bootleg. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Willis rolling to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man. Make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the... Back now here live in New Orleans. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On play action, now Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Brady. And it's a fumble. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly a little bit helps when you're trying to sort your way in the fourth.
The possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He'll get this off to Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Brady now on 1st down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Brady to throw again. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, this is Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one could be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one a victory here.
I come alive in the dark. And I